Rocks exposes a distinctive kind of beauty, stemming from spectrums of colors, unique shapes, patterns, and texture, and it narrates about Earth's history. They offer a meaningful connection to a natural world, allowing us to appreciate the scale and the perspective of geological processes and the scale of time. Rocks add a visual interest to any landscape. I am a big lover of nature, and I get lost in the world of fantasy and wonders every time I get a chance to experience nature to its core. To be honest, I marvel at it, and I realize God is the most overexperienced artist. Everything looks beautiful on the face of the world. Every whisper of wind through the leaves of trees composes a harmonious symphony of nature's beauty. Kindly tell me in the comment section, what do you think about all these? How do you take it? Do you love it or not? Because for me, the beauty is beyond words. I've come to a realization that nature has a way of humbling me, because I'm just somewhere minding my own business, but the moment I see nature or I come across nature, my mind completely shifts to a different world of serenity, world of tranquility, world of stillness, world of peace. I just feel like I'm in my own world where I'm just alone, completely away and far away from distraction. But again, I come to think of it, because it's one of the distractions too, because sometimes I'm just doing something else. Maybe I'm just heading somewhere, but the moment I come across nature, I really cannot concentrate. I have to leave exactly, or maybe everything that I'm doing, and then concentrate, or maybe just shift my mind for a minute or two or more to just marvel at it. I just wonder, and I notice how God is a very big artist. He does the things in a most marvelous way, because sometimes when you look at nature, it is far away from reality. It looks like the work of art. God is a very big artist. Like he does, oh my goodness, it's a masterpiece. I love it so much. I don't know how to do this, but I'm a big lover of nature, because I can't count how many times I've dipped my feet in the water by the riverbank. I can't count how many times I just got lost in thoughts when I was heading somewhere very important, and I forgot about everything, because it became, or it has always been, a source of peace. I don't know if you can hear the chirping of birds. This is marvelous, right? It's like a beautiful melodious song to the ears. It can make me be a poet, but I'm not. Actually, I'm not. But I love every bit of nature. It's really beautiful. And I think I'm so much privileged that I don't have to travel to some faraway places and miles to see such things. This place is just next to my place. I don't know if you think about the clip which I've shared at the beginning of this video. If you love them, drop a comment. Yeah, because with me, I love them. I think it's beyond what words can explain. For sure. And this is somewhere I used to come even when I was young, and it's been a while since I came here, since I came back home, and I was like, let me do this. But you know what, it wasn't in my plans. That's why I say, however much it's beautiful, however much it's marvelous and incredible, but again, it's also a source of distraction, because even if I was going somewhere, I have to branch, because I don't know if you've seen Apanga in some of the previous clips. Yeah, I was coming to take some trees back home, so that I can give you the update of some of the things which we didn't finish in the previous videos. Anyway, I think you've loved it. Yeah, because me, I marvel at it. This is great. This is beautiful, for sure. Anyway, if you're new here, my name is Amy. Welcome back to Amy's Diary. If you've been watching, and thank you so much for always watching, for always supporting. If you're watching for the first time, my name is Amy. Welcome to Amy's Diary. Kindly consider subscribing to this channel. We're on a road to 2K subscribers. Hit the like button. You can share my videos and leave a comment. Do not hesitate to do that, because I always reply like all comments. So if you have a question, kindly drop it. And you can as well join my membership. I always share the link at the comment section, the very first link which is pinned. And so let's do this. Let me show you just a little bit and give you information, maybe a brief information about this place. So this is a very big rock. You can have a look. I think you've seen it from the other clips. And here is, oh my goodness, very deep. If you're afraid of heights again, you're not lucky. So it happened that this rock exists just on its own, out of anybody's land, so it belongs to the community. And so there are different purposes, maybe things which it serves. It's very important, however much it's just like here for beauty, aesthetic purposes, but it also has some important features, maybe uses here. So I'm from deep down the villages, and some of the means of communication, or maybe for passing messages, which were used in the ancient days, some or maybe one of them is still being used here in my village. And one of them is that we have got different clans over here, and so sometimes people or maybe villagers just have got clan meetings, or maybe for welfares, or maybe if somebody is dead and they like to communicate about that. So there is someone who, I think he's being paid, will always stand here if there is an issue with, I don't know how that thing is called, but the moment I do this, I think you already created a picture in your mind. There is something which, if you talk through a tiny opening on the side, but the other side is kind of big, it elevates or maybe make your voice, it projects your voice, it makes it louder. Yeah, so he uses that thing to pass message to the clan, especially people who are around this place. Let me show you. There are a few homesteads here, so if at all it's a welfare which involves few homestead, that person will come here and stand here. So what is it that travels fast, light or sound? I don't know, let me know in the comment section. Yeah, so I think it's sound. I'm gonna do that research too. It's been a long time since I left school. Yeah, so I think from here they notice that sound travels fast from here, and of course it happens when somebody stands here, and then it'll just make there is how he does his words. So the first bit of it is like something which is just normal and obvious, and then from the very first few sentences, people, if they've heard about that, or maybe they've heard him talk for the very first few normal sentences, they'll actually know that there is a message which is supposed to be passed. So everybody will just be attentive, or people will just get outside to hear what is supposed to be heard, or maybe what is supposed to be said. So that is one of the great use of this rock here. Yeah, and another thing for just beauty of nature, it's just beautiful. It makes this place look beautiful. So that is another advantage we have here as a community. Then another thing, if at all something is happening down there and maybe you really do not have to go and witness just closely, a lot of people usually just come here to confirm exactly what's happening. From here you are able to see just a lot of things. But I've noticed that as time goes by, people are planting trees, the same thing which I was doing. So sometimes back when I was young, you couldn't see, you could see clearly everything which is happening in each and every homestead, but right now you can't see them clearly because people are planting trees, which is a good thing. Yeah, for sure it is. Even me, I'm doing that. So among the people who are planting trees, yeah, because sometimes they used to be only indigenous types which do not grow that big around this place. They were just small short thickets, but right now these long trees each and everywhere, the surprise, all that. I don't know how some are being called. So that's it, guys. I got distracted by the beauty of nature when I was coming to take some trees to go and give you the updates of how everything is happening back at home, and that was irresistible. Let me tell you, I couldn't just pass without seeing this. Have a look, have a look, have a look. Isn't that beautiful? That is just marvelous. That is a work of art. Sometimes when I look at some of the things, it doesn't seem to be normal. Have a look at that. What can you say? Please tell me something in the comment section. Just tell me something. Because with me, I think this is beyond words. You know, I always know, or maybe I always feel like if something is really beautiful, yeah, you can use the most beautiful, maybe the most marvelous words to explain how that thing is beautiful. But if it's beyond the ordinary, the beauty is beyond the ordinary, then you just feel it. Sometimes we fail to get exact words to express feelings, if at all they are genuine feelings. Yeah, I think that's it. Because with me, I think I can't say anything. I'm just like, oh my goodness. Yeah, like that's it. Please tell me something in the comment section. How do you see this? How do you see this? How do you see this? Oh my goodness, that is just nice. That is beautiful. So guys, let's go to whatever we were to do today, or whatever was to do today. I'm gonna take you along with me. Kindly make sure you watch the video till the end and like, please, because it tells the algorithm that this video is good and it gets recommended to a lot of people, and through that we get to grow. So I'm gonna follow this side. Have a look. Up to down there. Let me just, I don't know, I'm having this kind of crazy shoes. I don't know if they'll bring me problems. Look at my shoes. Okay, before I tell you, my feet are dirty, but I want to tell you something about my shoes. My feet are very dirty because it rained last night, but I want to tell you something about my shoes. Before I tell you, do you like the shoes? Do you like the shoes? Just be honest with me, because I want to tell you something that will definitely surprise you about my shoes. Okay, I think you have, or maybe you know what to say now about the shoes, how it looks like. That is according to you, right? So my shoes, okay, sometimes, oh my goodness, sometimes back, if in the village you were privileged to have your grandfather grandmother, and it happens that you guys were storing, that I'm talking about here in the village, or in several villages in Africa. It depends with where exactly you're coming from. But here in Kenya, if it happens that you are storing with your grandmother and you are with your grandfather, and they would say that, or maybe the story was heading towards somebody who was so poor, and then what they'll use to describe that person will be, he was very poor to an extent that he couldn't afford a decent shoes. Yeah, but the kind of shoes he could afford was a color. That is what I'm wearing. Yeah, because if at all you couldn't afford a perfect shoes during long time ago, then the only shoes that you could afford was this kind of shoes I'm wearing. So I don't know, it was just a mentality. Okay, I think it's true because of some of the few things that I'll tell you about these shoes. It's funny. So these kind of shoes had an attachment with the poor people, very poor people who cannot afford shoes completely. So this is why, oh my goodness, am I even losing my way? Oh, thank you. So this is why these shoes is made of car tires. That shoes is made of car tires. There is nothing refined about it, because some of the big brands which maybe make very high quality shoes will tell you maybe this shoes is made from leopard skin, and for that reason you already create a picture in your mind that it's expensive because of the leopard skin, and you're like, okay, that is derived from nature, or maybe the bark of some of the craziest tree, and you'll be like, that is derived from nature, and for that reason it can be the reason behind the price. So they'll charge you so much high, and you already created a picture in your mind that they're made from leopard skin, yet you cannot literally see the leopard skin. So it means it has been refined to something which looks good, but they tell you through words that is made from a certain things. But this one, they won't tell you that is made from something which, when you look at it, you won't see exactly what is made of. You will literally see. So this one, it's made from car tires. I don't know if you can believe. And then what surprises me, okay, this one, there is nothing which is being refined. They take car tires, they cut according to your size, and then that way your shoe is done. And these straps are being joined by nails. The straps are being joined by nails, and that is done. So there is nobody who is going to convince you that this shoes is maybe expensive, you should buy it because it's made of car tires, but it's refined to an extent that you can't see it. This one you literally see the car tires, and again it is very cheap. So the reason as to why some of the poor people are being connected to this kind of shoes is that it is made locally with the car tires, and also it's cheap. This one is like $2, and again with the car tires, oh my goodness, as human beings, can you walk on a car tire until it tears and wear? It can't. It's rather maybe you'll just throw it away when you're tired of it, or maybe give it to someone else, right? But there is something which surprises me about my shoes. I'm sorry that we're talking about my shoes and we're supposed to talk about something, but let me just tell you. So what surprises me about these shoes, that sometimes ago the stories of the most poorest of people were attached with these kind of shoes because they couldn't afford a decent shoes. But right now you're gonna see somebody coming out of a BMW with this kind of shoes. So let me ask you, where is exactly the world where exactly is the world of fashion heading to? Because things which were considered to be bad, to be not fashionable sometimes back, are the things which people maybe embrace, maybe hold into high esteem to be part of fashion and just everything good. These shoes were worn by nobody sometimes back, but right now somebody's going to come out of a very big expensive car with these shoes. I don't know. Okay, with me I just bought it because a friend of mine had it. I didn't buy it, no. Let me give you a story. A friend of mine had these shoes, and I asked him severally, where did you buy these shoes? I need the same type of shoes. And so he was like, okay, I'm gonna tell you where I bought the shoes, but he didn't. So it reaches my birthday and he bought me the shoes made from car tires. I was really happy because it's something that I really wanted. Yeah, so he bought me. So this one was my birthday present for last year. My birthday is always in the month of October, 10th October. So he bought me these shoes. I was so much happy. But since the day he bought me the shoes, each and every person who sees me with these shoes is like, where did you buy them? I need this exact type of shoes. So let me know, guys, in the comment section, where is the world of fashion heading to? Because even with the trousers, just a lot of things, the Afro hair, by the way, mostly with the African culture and everything, people used to have Afro. I thought those are things which could have been dead, buried and forgotten because they could be like outdated, being that the world is getting civilization every day. But they disappeared for some time, then they just came back. Nowadays people are doing Afro hair, let alone women. Even men are doing Afro. Mostly Africans are doing Afro. So I don't know, some they call them vintage, and they used to be the kind of outfits which resembles those ones which were being worn long time ago. Long time ago, during this, like they resemble those people who fought for independence in Kenya. The big shirt, the vintage colors, the vintage kind of outfits. What is happening in the world of fashion? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section. Okay, guys, I came to take some issue of shoes aside. But tell me if you enjoyed. I came to take some trees so that I can go and fence the apple and jackfruit. I didn't because I've been so much busy, and as you all know, for the last 9 days we've been doing back-to-back content, so I've been so much exhausted. I record, I film in the morning, I have to edit, I have to post and all that, and it hasn't been easy. So that is why I didn't do what? I didn't fence them, but this is the right time to do that. But I've been so much close to monitor them so that they cannot maybe be ruined by the goats. You remember I told you goats are the most stubborn small domestic animals. They can really mess with everything. So let me get some few trees Yeah, as you can see some here. Then we get back home, we do the fencing. So keep tuned, watch the video till the end, do not leave. So I think these ones are enough for me. Let me carry them home. So let's see each other when we get home. I'm alone, I have the camera, I have the panga, and I have to carry them. So let's see each other when we reach home. So guys, this is what we are working with, some few rods. So I'm gonna make each and every end, on no, just one end sharper than the other, because I have to drive it into the soil. Yeah, so let me make it sharp, and then we're gonna do the fencing. So guys, the work is done. This is our apple. It was very short. I was told like it's grafted, that's why it looks like that, but it's healthy. I know that with the time it's going to grow to become a very big plant. And this is our mango, doing so well. Actually, this is the one who's doing well than most of the trees which I planted. And then this is our jackfruit. I told you at the time that I had a problem. I didn't know that I placed it next to a motorbike exhaust, and then it burnt these leaves, but here it's doing okay, so I'm not even worried about that. So this one also have fenced right now, so I just decided to work with the sacks the way I did it to these ones. So our avocado is here doing good, and our Lanquat is also here. So all of them are fenced, protected from the animals, and hopefully, I think you can remember I told you in a previous video that I'm doing the sack for just a period of time. If I get money, I'm gonna buy some chicken wire, because someone advised me to use, it was a plastic net, but I couldn't find that in most of the hardwares around my place. It's a very small town, so I was like, if I get money, because of course with the chicken wire you can't mess them around. Obviously you get them from all hardwares. So if I get that, I'm gonna consider chicken wire to fence them, because that will look good, and again it will be much easier for them to access sunlight, because this one, it's kind of so much enclosed. You can have a look at that even with this one, but at least it protects them from the goats during this early stage, because if at all goats feed on them, then it will be another problem, the way it did to this avocado here. I think you can remember, this is the very first one that I bought with the mango. So right now it would have been big, but unfortunately goats fed on it, so that was so bad. And due to that, I had to take precautions. I have to be more careful than I used to be, so that I can protect them, because I used money to buy them. And also I'm looking forward to big good fruit trees which will serve a lot of people, because they are nice fruits. We have avocado, mango, we have jackfruit, we have apple, we have the lanquat, which is so good. And that's it, guys. So I think that's all for today. So thank you so much for watching today's video. If you have got ideas, you're always free to share the comment section. I really think about them. If something I can maybe look into, I'll definitely do that. So thank you so much, guys, for watching today's video. I told you that one which is remaining, which I'll have to buy, is orange, so that is noted. I'll have to buy an orange. So guys, that's all for today's update. I just wanted to let you know how everything was, because I left when I was to tell you I was to fence, but I didn't. It took, I think, 2 days, but I thank God that I was careful enough and nothing fell on them. So thank you so much, guys, for watching today's video, for always supporting, always commenting, and go ahead and comment, like the video, guys. You know that is very important. If you like the algorithm, it tells the algorithm that this video is good, and it gets recommended to a lot of people, and through that we grow together as Amy's Diary community. So if you haven't subscribed, kindly do not leave without subscribing. Like, you can share with your friends and family, and you can as well tell me where exactly you're watching me from. I'd be glad to know. So bye bye, see you in my next one.